Hello and hey, it's everybody messing around with golf with your friends. This time going to be an Oasis V2 perfect score / guide. The very first shot, we're going to go ahead and go to the end of this bar behind the word power, and I aim just a little bit left of dead center here because that tends to get us into the hole more often. This is of course again by the same person who did Forest V2 NRAU Wolf. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. And unfortunately, again, I think it has very few subscribers. The second hole, we're going to go ahead and shove this in with 3 power. Straightforward. It's not ultra specific. I don't know if anybody's really taking these guides that seriously, but however, I will do my best to give you accurate commentary. Hole number 3, a pretty easy shot. We're going over here, which looks kind of arbitrary, and it can be. You just go 2.5 power. I went just left of that little, what I call a pouch hieroglyph thing with the triangle in the middle. Hole number 4. You do want to be as straight as possible here as we go about 2 4/5 power. It's not that dissimilar to the hole of the proper Oasis. Hole number 5, we're just going to go full power here at this about 5 from the front and then about 1 over as far as tiles go. Hole 6. One of the easiest holes on the entire course. We just aim at the dead center of that. It's not ultra specific. It looks like you need to hit both trampolines there, and maybe that was the intent. However, the hard ground does make it so you can bounce in. You would obviously need to adjust if for some reason someone turned the custom option on to reset on touch ground. This is one of the harder shots of the course, which is pretty easy. We go just about a half tile over, and we want to err towards the side of caution with a little bit more than half. And then we go just over 3 and about 1/8 power. Hole 8, we're going to go 2 up this hill and 1 over, and we're going to just take the tiniest little bit of power off. We need to hit in front of a barricaded wall, and that'll get us nicely in this little bowl. Hole 9, a little bit of a tricky shot. I aim up here at this particular block. You kind of see me aiming towards the corner of this light block. It's possible to goof that up by going too far to the left. That looks about the same, but it's a completely different shot. It's a little bit more specific than it looks, but overall, an easy shot. Hole number 10, we're going to go ahead and focus again on a light squared block, as you see us aiming. We don't want to be as far as we can on that block because we'll just miss the bowl. And this is about as far as you can go to the left and still hit the bowl. So if you want to miss a little bit right of where you saw. Hole number 11, we're going to go full power, and I'm using the far wall as a guide. There are little lines you can just see over the top of the wall on this course. You can kind of line up where I'm looking at there, and it just hits us. I'm sure there's a less power shot, but I always prefer full power in the situations that provide it. I like this creative use. We go over 2 to the left and 1 up this hill. We wait for the raised platform to come up just in time here. I zoomed out 5 shots there, 5 little scrolls, and then the default camera position is 5 if you wish to return to that. I usually go to about the midpoint of that 5th tile there. As you see the shot, a very large number, obviously, if you make it into this little section, are going to go down. There are exceptions to that rule, so if you consistently miss it, you need to change your shot, and that's pretty simple and self-explanatory. Hole number 14, pretty nice. We aim at the bottom of this hill. 1 to the left. Full power. Directly into the hole. Hole 15, we go full power. We want to make sure that we are right of that center line. You don't have to be ultra specific with it. Just as long as you're going full power, you're going to go ahead and make it into this bowl. Hole 16, the trickiest shot on the course. There is a little line that you see me pointing at right here with my cursor. There's a little blip. It's really hard to see on the video, but within the game, it's much easier. We go 3.5 power and make sure that our cursor is right over that at the default camera distance. And that is the perfect amount to get us into the bowl. That shot is tricky because the game thinks that the walls behind that pillar are hard corners, and it's tough to really get the shot we want there. That one, we're going to go full power, and we're going to go obviously directly at the corner of that light block. If you missed it, I'm sorry, I was a bit tardy with my description. And hole 18, this one can be kind of specific. There's a little almost like a bird head hieroglyph. We're trying to just aim right in the middle, and if we're going to miss the middle, we want to be just a touch to the left at full power, and it drops us down here into the bowl. That shot is not symmetrical. They do not line up perfectly, so I recommend doing this on the right side. So I have a lot of opinions when it comes to this course and this creator. I think these courses are fantastic reimaginings. They look great. They're like nice, minimalist, spaced out. Sorry, they're not sparse. I mean, they kind of are. He only has the 2 courses. I was unable to find out how many subscribers this one had because the page itself seemed to be hidden. However, I will link to his profile within the workshop, and you should be able to find. He had a 3rd course, I believe, as well, but I was really the most interested in the reimaginings, especially after finding Forest V2 and loving that course. This is no different. I love this course. It's great. I would really hope that it would make the other 5 official courses, because I think it would be fantastic. However, I think the Forest course was in August, and because I was unable to see the page, I feel like it would have been definitely no later than September to finish off that Oasis course. So if we can give a lot of love to NRAU Wolf, sorry I'm not saying that as a name and I'm more spelling it out. I thought this course was fantastic. I had a lot of fun messing around with the shots, and they're really easy as far as once you know how to do them. There's no tricky little insanely pixel precise shots, and for an arcade mini golf game, that is fantastic. So I absolutely recommend subscribing to this course, playing with your friends, and if you've watched this guide, kind of kicking their butts. So as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and of course, be safe, guys.